What's up, y'all? Malcolm Savage, Savage Series 8 the brand. You tune in to Views from Savage. Like, comment, subscribe. What's up, y'all? Malcolm Savage, all the way from Philly, north side to be exact. So I grew up all the way from North Philly. And if you from North Philly, you already know how that environment is. It's rough. It's definitely treacherous. And growing up in that environment, it helped me adapt to my environment to extend myself to go beyond the measures of it's another way out. Cause I sell clothes. So it's coming from North, it's people either play sports, they did music, or they did what they do to, make ends meet. But I went a different route, started a clothing brand called Savage Series 8. So for real, before I got into my brand, just a little bit about my background. I always had that entrepreneurship mindset because I was always like that since I was younger, 8 years old to be exact, because my dad would have me be at the gas station pumping gas or helping elderly people at the grocery store. So it's always been within me. Now, before I did the brand, what I was doing, I graduated college. After I graduated college, I was working at the bank. And working at the bank, I stayed there for a year. And I was pretty much doing in the office, customer service work, working on people retirement accounts and stuff. And then after that 1 year, I realized that's something I didn't want to do. So pretty much 2017, that's when the launch of Savage Series 8 happened. But in between, I still did jobs here and there. I still had Uber jobs. I still did catering. So that's pretty much doing different events. We prep the food, serve the food, collect it, then we trash it. But pretty much I just had that momentum to keep going. Even though if I had a job, I still invested in my business. Oh, so getting back to growing up in Philly, I was born and raised in Philly, north side to be exact. And I ain't gonna front, I always had my own style growing up in Philly. I never really was the one to fit in into what everybody else was doing. Cause first and foremost, my mom, she always had me activities and different stuff. So I was never in the mix a lot. And then I did play a little, basketball. And then my style just came from like I said, my dad, he taught me a lot of different stuff, how to dress formal, how to button up, dress pants, dress slacks, shoes. He was more not on that side, but then as I went to school and saw what other people was wearing, it kind of shaped my style because back then, you gotta think about it, today's time is a little different. Back then when I was in high school, it was True Religion, Lucky Brand, just different brands that was pretty much the trend at that time. So, fast forward when I see that, it's me having my own style is important. So I want it to look like everybody else. And then I'm comfortable with what I'm wearing at the end of the day. So when I see other people wear my brand, it's dang, they fucking with what I design and they put it together. So like I said, growing up in Philly, it's really pretty much I didn't want to fit in. And me seeing what other people wore, I might have did it a few times because, some of the people I was hanging around, they wore certain things, but I always liked my style. So when people was big on skinny jeans, I was wearing straight legs. When people was wearing baggy jeans or what the case may be, straight legs, I was heavy on Nike Tech. It was just different things. So the trends was always changing depending on I just like what I like. And that just would shape my style.